Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today our video is going to be about a palette that came out last year. It's called Abscission from Arttitude. Let me hold it like this so you can appreciate the name. I really love the design, but let's look at what's inside as well. So without further ado, let's begin. So, I don't have much time today because my only light source, which is natural light, is running out. Let's do it pretty fast. At least let's try to do it fast today. So this is our palette, Abscission from the Arttitude Cosmetics. This is my first palette from them and I'm pretty happy with it. So this is the spoiler. I like this palette a lot. I love that the color story has this, autumn vibe, fall vibe, and it has bright colors in it, but also toned down vibe, I would say as well. And there are many looks you can come up with and the textures are very good too. So once we finish the look, if we still have time, I'm going to do some swatches as well if you're interested in them, if you haven't gotten this palette yet and you are considering. So I'm thinking of doing something with the blue and green today, and also because they have this very light renew shade, I'm going to cut the crease and fill it up with it, so it's going to be fully matte makeup. This will be like the first variation of the makeup today, and then we will also add the shimmer. This one, Daylight, it's beautiful silver shimmer. So basically I will show you that you can go with the fully matte look with this palette, or you can add some shimmer on top. Especially these two, they have very nice, very light textures, so they will look amazing if you are doing a cut crease and you want to put some shimmer on the cut crease area. All right, so let's begin. I'm going to start with Journey. I'm going to begin my journey with Journey. I'm already primed with some concealer, but let me see if, yeah, it's still quite evenly spread on my eyes. I'm going first to pull the color into the corner of my eye, starting from there and adding a little bit. I'm just hoping that we won't be finishing this video in full darkness, because sometimes, especially with bright makeups, it takes a little longer to finish them up. A little bit over here, but I'm going to add green there as well. I'm going into Leaves, a bit darker, but still quite clean grassy green, but it's just a bit darker than the clean color would be. So there is some black in it, and I'm just going to add it around the edges and go closer to my nose using a different brush as well. Kind of reminds me of that palette I showed in a different video, the Playful Snake something from Tammy Tanuka. That's it, very fast. I'm going to grab a different brush, and with this brush I'm going to go into Renew, clean on the edges a little bit, add a little bit of brightness. I like dark looks, but also I like when you still have a little bit of brightness under your eyebrows. We can do the lower lid right away, I guess. I'm going into Journey. Wonder if that will make a difference, but let's blend the Journey on the lower lid with something different, and that different one is going to be Let Go. I really love how they came up with the idea, like the story for the palette, the concept for the palette, Abscission, and they also kept that concept in the names of the shades. So we've got, well, Abscission itself, which is this most interesting color here. Not the best color, but I mean just most interesting because it's a multi-chrome. But then we also have New Beginnings, Let Go, Dead Weight, what a fun name, Detachment. I wonder if it's fully black. I haven't tried this one, so if we have time for the swatches today, I will be interested in swatching this one too. Transition, Journey, Renew. Yeah, so they kept the concept in the names as well. That's actually very pretty. Okay, so this is the time for me to cut the crease. All right, so I've got some of the concealer. I was trying not to put any of the eyeshadows on my upper lid where I wanted to cut the crease, but still there was some, and now they mixed with the concealer and now we just have a lot of dirt. So I'm going to clean that up. And now I'm going to also add some pillowy base, just a tiny bit. It's a white base because I want this like very clean matte whitish upper lid. Now again over here, going back into Journey. So many stains because of the concealer. We can close it with the eyelashes later, but to save the situation, let's try and put some of the detachment. It's a very dark color. Let's see if it will help us to cover up this mess. Not really helping. Okay, so now we're talking. I'm thinking of keeping this part, even though when it happened, well, I started thinking of how I'm going to add it right away. But I'm thinking of keeping that part because I think it's quite real. Sometimes the makeup doesn't go the way you want to. So because I didn't spread out the concealer over here, it created this patchiness, yeah, that didn't allow me to reapply shadows, didn't allow me to cover it up. It just became like super patchy, super weird. What I did is I got a little bit of a concealer on a flat brush again. I spread it out just like over shadows, even though it felt really weird. And then I took a clean, fluffier brush and just like kind of blended out as well. So the concealer spread out really evenly. And I reapplied the eyeshadows again, especially with the brighter makeup. You can always save the situation. But now I got so scared, so let's go back to my crease and again make it a little bit brighter white. So that happened because concealer, and that's why concealer sometimes, especially tire shape tape, is good to use as an eyeshadow base because it's kind of sticky. So like if you didn't spread out evenly and if it's in patches, then it's just not gonna let you work with eyeshadows. So its sticky nature is what makes the eyeshadow stick onto the eyelid better. It also can backfire on you if you don't spread it evenly, you know. I'm pretty happy with this now. I'm going to add Renew. I want to make it warmer. I'm going to quickly finish the other eye, but also, you know what, if we make this fully matte, I still want to make an accent here with the beautiful crisp. I just feel like it's gonna be so beautiful over here. Wait, I wanted to put it on my other eye. My God. I feel like I had such a difficult week and I still haven't recovered. I need a longer weekend. That's for sure. All right, let me finish up the things here and I'm going to come back and we're also going to, you know, see how the matte looks and compare it with the look that has some shimmer on the upper lid as well. So this is the final look. I finally made it. The light is going away extremely fast now, so I'm just going to say some final words about my look, about the eyeshadows. We will quickly do the swatches. I think still we can do it, and we'll call it a day. This palette, it's really beautiful. I like these green and blue colors together. However, I wouldn't say that I don't have anything like that yet, to be honest. It reminded me a lot of my other palette, Playful Grass Snake, something like that, from Tammy Tanuka. I have a video about it. Right, but also the thing is that this palette is quite versatile, so I might do another look, but like do it maybe for a short with the burgundy red shades, maybe like do a very nice smoky eye. I do think that this palette is perfect for nice smoky eyes. Yeah, and I really love it. So as you can see, I did the cut crease and I left it matte, but I have a little bit of accent with the crisp shimmer over here and it looks beautiful. Also, I can put some daylight onto my cut crease. Let's see. We can do it just now when everything is done. So the one thing is I really like how these textures work on my lids. They don't make the eyelid look older. Let me spread it out a little bit. You can decide for yourself if you like the matte look more or this one with the shimmer. Again, I put daylight. Life is similar texture and it's a beautiful, very light bronze color. The other shimmers that I haven't tried today, Seasons, Transition, Senescence, and Abscission, they're beautiful as well. Again, Abscission is multi-chrome, changes colors like crazy. Right now it's like such a bright pink, then you can see it as a dull purple, and well, now we cannot really, see, and now we cannot really catch it, but it can also be a very bright, dark turquoise color. I feel like this palette is very beautiful and quite versatile. You can play with it for a while and create different multiple looks. Also, I like how it goes from like very, very deep, like very dark colors to very light. It has new beginnings and renew as perfect blending colors or just colors that will add you some brightness. Let's do the swatches then. We will start with new beginnings, which is like very natural, kind of tan color, kind of taupe. You can barely see it, but that's a good thing. I mean, it's actually quite pigmented, but it's just so much like color of my skin that you can barely see it. This one is Let Go. Kind of like matcha color. Dead Weight. Cool brown. In the pan, it looks either neutral or even like a little warm. It has a little bit of red, but right now it looks cool to me. So I'm not sure, but it's a very beautiful matte. They're also very nice texture. Like they are the right amount of creaminess versus powderness. And this one is Fall. Now we've got 4 shimmers. The first one is Life. Oh, yes. Look at that. How beautiful it would look on the eye and how beautifully it would work in a smoky eye. Next one is Crisp, the one that I used today on my under eye, but like very close to the corner of the eye. And Senescence. Oh wow, I think it's a duochrome. It has a dark base and it goes into purple shift, but then also gold shift. Very beautiful color. Oh wow, I want to use it in my next makeup. And Abscission, this is a multi-chrome. Even though swatching it, you can't really see all of the shifts, unfortunately. And I shouldn't have gone this way. Yeah, but the next 4, well, 3 of them are shimmers. So Daylight, the one is on my eyes right now, giving them this beautiful kinda wet metallic look. Super bright silver. Well done, Arttitude. But by the way, because I'm in Thailand and ordering makeup is never very easy or very safe. I mean, money-wise, because sometimes you are getting taxed and sometimes you don't. So, for example, with Unearthly Cosmetics, P. Louise, or Colourpop, I don't get taxed. However, when I ordered from Arttitude, they taxed me and I basically paid the double for the taxes. So, even though I got it with a very good deal when they had like a Black Friday or something, it ended up being like very expensive for me. So maybe I will still order from them because I love, oh yeah, well, I mean, I have it in a grass playful snake, but look at this. If you don't have a duochrome like that, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Next one, so this one is Transition and then Season. Some people would buy this kind of colors as singles, but imagine you're just getting it on in one palette. Such a good deal. But yeah, now like swatching all of these colors, you know what? I don't mind that I spent so much money on this palette. Again, not because it was so expensive, it's actually a very good price, but just because I got tax. And taxes for makeup in Thailand are crazy. Okay, this one is Maple. And we still have 4 more, but am I going to find any space on my arm? Okay, and we have 4 more. So Renew, which probably won't be seen there. Let me just swatch it over here next to New Beginnings. So, oh, actually, I think I swatched it over it. Sorry. One more time, because New Beginnings, it's such a skin color that can barely see it. But yeah, Renew is this almost white, kind of like ivory. Okay, Leaves looks much darker in a palette, but it's quite bright grassy green. And then Journey, dark turquoise, very pigmented. And the last one, Detachment, which appears to be black in the pan, but let's see. Well, it's not black, black, black. It's more like very dark gray to me. I kind of see a little bit of blue, but maybe it's just the light. Let's try and maybe layer it up. But I think, yeah, you can make it black. All right, so these are the swatches. So now I see my room is getting dark and I'm getting a little bit scared because it's kind of weird to sit in a dark room. No, actually it's quite light outside. It's still light, but the sun is going down and oops. Yeah. I really appreciate if you watched this video because everything went kind of wrong from the start and I was almost giving up on recording this one, but my boyfriend was like, yeah, you can do it, just try. Things sometimes go wrong, but we're all humans and I'd rather be real as well. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.